we're really meeting people in their journey. We may not be able to fix everything, but maybe I can hold your hand. Maybe I could walk with you for a little while. Maybe my heart could be moved like Jesus's was, so much so that my belly aches for the pain that you suffer. Together, we can do amazing, life-changing work. And at the end of the day, letting people know they're not alone, that may be the greatest ask of the church in this moment.
Southwest Houston is, as many of us know, an underserved area. There are so many people whose lives are on the edge of falling apart.
25 years ago, a few members of the Episcopal Church of the Epiphany decided that people living around the neighborhood needed access to health care. So they started the ministry to help people apply for the benefits they're eligible for.
I've always considered Echoes the crown jewel of our outreach ministry.
ECHO's mission is to serve people in need by providing access to the health and social service resources that can improve their lives.
Echoes is a place where the Episcopal Church shines truly in its ministry of service to other people.
Our core service has always been benefits application assistance, or as I like to call it, access to health care.
There are many agencies out there that say, we do application assistance. Well, what they really mean is they hand somebody the paperwork.
When it comes to knowing how to do the application or filling it out, it's not easy. So imagine having somebody that doesn't know how to read, doesn't know how to write, doing an application, not knowing about it.
Our case managers work very hard to make sure that people understand the applications they are filling out, that they are filled out correctly and appropriately.
I think what I love about Echoes is the way that our caseworkers here focus on the whole person in front of them.
Clients learn to trust us. Sometimes they don't have a support system at home or just at all. We're like their first phone call when something happens or their first text message when something happens to them.
That first year, we served 19 individuals. Last year, we served 5,898 individuals at Echoes. Housing stability became a big part of our ministry several years ago when many of our clients found themselves facing evictions.
I started working at Echoes in the middle of the pandemic. I didn't know how bad things could be for people. People were taking advantage of families that don't know their rights. They're scared to go in the office because they have a small balance. Sometimes kids miss school due to things like this that shouldn't be happening. That's when I knew I had to be an advocate for the families we serve.
I'm really proud of our navigators because they don't just help a person fill out their paperwork and write a rent check. That's not what they do. They spend a lot of time getting to know them. They find out what the barriers they're facing are, what they need to improve their lives. They really develop relationships with the clients they're seeing.
I try to give them that ability and that strength to advocate for themselves. It just gives me joy that I do it for my clients, and I do it because I know how hard it is for them. It's a very fulfilling moment to see somebody that you were working with, like maybe sometimes months, finally have something more stable to call home.
Food insecurity is a big problem here in Houston.
We used to operate out of a small building on the church grounds over at Epiphany.
The food pantry was very different than the services we have now. It was much smaller. We had the capacity to serve 20 people a day.
Little old ladies back there who were volunteers just pushing these boxes out. Can I have something different? No, that's what's in the box. Take what's in the box.
And then COVID hit, and it became a very big food distribution. The need was that great, and there were so many people sitting in our lines. We evaluated that, we looked at it, and the more we thought about it, we thought maybe there's a better way we can help families who are suffering from food insecurity.
We experimented with a new program with one of our partners, HEB. We went to a food card system.
The HEB food card gives the client the chance to go to the store and pick out what they want.
It's dignified, it's respectful, it's culturally appropriate. They no longer have to take the food that we have in front of us, but rather they're purchasing the food they like and that their children like.
If we do a comparison between the food fair and what we're doing now, we could serve maybe 175, 200 people in the food fair. Now with the food cards, we're only limited by the amount of resources that we have.
What really is the test of Echo's success is its adaptability over the last 30 plus years to find the way in which that family as a whole can meet the needs that are before it.
It's hard to know where we'll be tomorrow when we don't know what the needs are going to be in the community. Really, it's the community that's going to guide our growth.
And I think that's one of the places that we have to grab hold of and understand is that no longer is this a work of a few, but it has to be the work of many. Each one of us has to help bring Echoes into its future. Serving is a way of worship. It's a way of making an offering of ourselves by giving time to other people. It's a place of seeing dignity in others.
I am showing my children, my two daughters, the importance of community service and the importance of helping others.
We've got to go deeper in the relationship piece though, and that is to know the people whom we serve and the people with we work, and we have to know their stories, and we have to show that we care greater and more than any other power in this world. Because after all, I think it's about meeting people in the world and wilderness that they're walking through. And what I know as a pastor has been at many a bedside is in those moments not a whole lot matters, but a couple of things do, and it's how much love you shared with your family and friends and how much they love you. But the other thing is how much love you shared with the world. Echoes is a place that you could be involved with that would be on the high list of those things that you would be glad you did in the last day.
Echoes wouldn't be where it is today without the support of the Episcopal Diocese, the Church, of the Epiphany, the Board of Directors, and all of the donors who have supported us along the way, and especially our amazing staff.
We all know that the city of Houston is growing, and that means that needs are growing. Because of your partnership, we are able to meet the needs of the families that we serve.